So it is the afternoon of November 13th, 2021 at 3:57 p.m., going for 4, obviously. And today my sister had picked up a product that I've had in the past with different type of graphic label on it. They also changed that does or may imply automatically to those who notice that change that there may have been a change in the recipe of the product also. This is the original Vegenaise supposedly, but I've had Vegenaise in the past where I believe they had mentioned they used tofu, and here they list just soy protein as the soy product in there. They do make a soy-free version, which would not be labeled as the original version. So that there's a implication here that if it was soy-free, it would probably not be labeled as the original label. Okay. And they do mention mustard flour, but they don't say, and they do mention apple cider vinegar, which they've always used as their form of vinegar from the time I began purchasing their products, which would be about 18 years ago or so. But what I was mentioning with the mustard flour and the apple cider vinegar, the only thing that is excluded from this list of ingredients that I don't see here is turmeric, which would be, let's say, the mustard substitute. Those three ingredients would be a yellow mustard substitute that they used to mention that they did have turmeric listed as an ingredient or something that implied like a mustard was in there. And it used to be a little bit off-white, where this is more pale, of, let's say, the same color as tofu, for instance. I haven't opened this yet, this version of the product. It's vegan mayonnaise, but it's not the same brand that I was using in the other videos. But I used to buy the same product. I guess it's a different recipe that they had changed and swapped maybe soy protein in place of tofu, or there's an implication that they just didn't write the word tofu and that they rather just write soy protein as a form. Maybe when they were telling the person, that was a soy product and that soy is protein, instead of writing tofu, they wrote, I don't know. Anyways, so I had also boiled some green lentil pasta, green lentil penny style pasta, and I had diced up some of these organic baby carrots that I had, which I've had for quite some time. They're still good, even though that they felt a bit like they developed a form of like a lactic acid on the outside, felt a bit like a very lubricated, I'd say. But I taste tested a little piece and it tasted okay. So the carrots are okay. I also diced about a quarter of a large shallot or half of a medium to small shallot. Minced it and minced about 4 medium to large sized cloves of garlic. There may have been a fifth small one in there. So I'm going to put that in there. God, I don't know if this is a damn camera. I'll try to. That angle. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I gotta scoop some of this. First, I'll get a spoon. Just get a spoon here. Oh, great. It's perfect. It's okay. Put this. It's a good spoon. Yeah, these it's not like a where you would think there would be egg whites in the product. Well, actually, the way it plops down, it still has a bit of, let's say, it's more whipped than it used to be. Whereas the original recipe that I believe they listed tofu in there wasn't as whipped as this version. Put like half a bottle in there. It's good enough. A little bit more. Oops. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to cube up some tofu to put in there too. The vegan mayo is flavored with those other ingredients I mentioned. Just put this away. Block the tofu out. Get another plate out because I put this plastic lid that was on top of the plate, and I don't want it to cross-contaminate. So be very careful here. It's very dangerous what I've done. Put this in this over here temporarily. It's fine there. My sister doesn't clean that much. Okay. Some of it is hers. Some of it is mine. That's okay. Oh. Keep up this tofu here. Tired of people assuming shit. You know, they assume all the time. You can't assume anything. Nothing. You can never assume. When it comes to if someone disagrees with something, let's say you're living together with someone else and they disagree with something, obviously that your idea may change. It would probably change. And these people assume otherwise, that I don't know where they get the idea that it's a bit crazy. From what I pick up or perceive sometimes, how some people I don't understand how they think. I really don't. Oop. I mash it in there, kind of. Or just toss the cubes in there. There's garlic in there anyways, which is a natural antibiotic. It's good enough to work with. Put this in the bowl. Pass it around. Okay. Carefully toss this around in there. scoop it. Great. It's difficult in this bowl to work with. I did add olive oil to the green lentil pasta beforehand. Kind of like flip it around. This, it's okay if it falls apart a bit, since I'm doing it. I'm the only one really eating this, probably, anyways, here. I do share sometimes, but... Even though that there's a cider vinegar already in there, I may include some balsamic. It's a different flavor. We'll add to it. Jeez. I'm going to use that filtered spring water for the pasta earlier. Great. It came close. Alright, this is good enough, I guess. When I serve it, it'll be fine. Yeah, it's mixed through. So I got to the bottom of it. Just going to put some balsamic in there now. It's about 2 to 3, 4 or 5. It's good.